142 Contract of Domestic Service. The original contract of domestic service shall not last for more than 2 years, but it may be renewed for such periods as may be agreed upon by the parties. The original domestic service contract cannot continue more than 2 years o hindi makakapagpatuloy pag nakalampas ng 2 years, but it can be renewed for as long as the parties agreed. So, domestic work refers to work performed in or for a household. So, what is employment contract? Employment contract shall be executed by and between the domestic worker and the employer before the commencement or the service in a language or dialect understood by both and domestic worker and the employer. The domestic worker shall be provided a copy of July signed employment contract, which must include the following: A. Duties and responsibilities of the domestic workers. B. Period of employment. C. Compensation. D. Authorized deductions. E. Hours of work and proportionate additional payments. F. Rest days and allowable leaves. G. Board, lodging, and medical attention. H. Agreements on deployment expenses, if any. I. Loan agreement, termination of employment. And K. Any other lawful condition agreed upon by both parties. The Department of Labor and Employment, DOLE, shall develop a model employment contract for domestic workers, which shall at all times be made available free of charge to domestic workers, employers, representative organization, and the general public. The DOLE shall widely disseminate information to domestic workers and employers on the use of such model employment contract. In cases where the employment of the domestic worker is facilitated through a private employment agency, the PEA shall keep a copy of all employment contracts of domestic workers and shall be made available for verification and inspection of the DOLE.